Welcome to Blue Talks.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is quite an honor to be here at the most prestigious Oxford University. I'm grateful to the Blue Talks team who have asked me to come and speak to you. And this is actually a very special moment because where we are today at Oxford is where the suffragette movement began. And this is what I'm going to be sharing with you in my talk about why I'm so passionate about empowering women who have gone through the difficult times in their lives, who have gone through challenging moments, as to what that truly feels like, and the suffragettes. So when we talk about and when we are at this beautiful time today, this movement began. So what I want to talk to you about today is how to reclaim back your power, life after divorce. I want to start with a quote by the late Christopher Reeve, and he says, "Once you choose hope, anything is possible." Yes, once you choose hope, anything is possible. Because yes, we have the power in our hands. And the key to success in life, in business, is to know how do we unlock those difficult, traumatic times. So I want to take you back to where my journey began and how women's empowerment, how I began to empower myself, how I began on the quest to today I'm making it a mission of mine to helping women to create a change. So in my marriage, it was a very difficult time and I was in the cocoon. How many of you can relate, or you found yourself inside that cocoon? You had goals and dreams, but those goals and dreams for some reason were not met. They were shattered. You were told you will not become anything. You were told you have no right to claim and to say you are going to be successful. Who are you? How many of you can relate to that? How many of you were told the same? You will not succumb to anything in life. You were told. And this was my life. I was in that cocoon, to seen but not heard. And this was my quest, that inside that cocoon that kept me protected, because the cocoon stage is meant to keep you protected. And as I was protected, I didn't know the outside world. I didn't know the possibilities that I had to further my life, for the growth that I wanted, that I was seeking opportunities. I didn't know any of that. And so what happened as I stepped out of the darkness, as I stepped away and stepped in to my power, how to reclaim back your power, ladies and gentlemen, is what the basis of my talk is about today. And so how I did it, I stepped away, because this is what we need to do when we're inside that cocoon, when we know we feel safe, we know we feel protected, but we need to know also to understand if we are to change, that change needs to start within. It's not the external. It's never about the external. Oh, but she needs to change. Oh, but no, it's you and it's I. We have to change. And in order to do that, there were 3 tools that I want to share with you that I took out of my life and into my life today that I truly live by. But let's take a closer look as when you are inside that cocoon, how do you even find the strength to carry on? How do you find the strength? Well, you find the strength. How did I do it? By number 1, courage. Courage to step away. If you are told, I was told in my marriage that I will not succumb to anything in life. I was told I will never be successful. I was told, how dare you just stay where you are. But no, I wasn't about to do that. And this is what the suffragette did. She led the way, she led the movement. And I want to share with you that yes, it's your right because you have the strength inside of you. Don't succumb to anyone's, opinions about you. And for a while, yes, I took that personally. I always did. But then I began to realize that the power that I hold in my hands belongs to me. And it belongs to all of you, the power you have. And when we give away that power, we become powerless. And as women, it's our right to have that power in life and in business, to exemplify the power. So number 1 is courage, because courage defines you. Courage defines what you stand for. Courage propels you forward in life. Because who you were yesterday, last year, is not who you are today. Because who you are today is the monuments, the foundation that has created you to be the next best version of you, to be that woman who is resilient, who is courageous, who stands for what she believes in. And when you can stand for what you believe in, you are unstoppable. How many of you are unstoppable? And you are willing to change today to say, you know what? I don't give in. And I will not give up. And I will not give up for you because I'm on this mission. Number 2 is a determination. The determination that I had to see the opportunities, to see my life move forward, could not have been possible because I knew in my heart that there was more for me to do in life. Because if I had quitted on my life, knowing the trauma that I had gone through, knowing the challenges that I had to go through, but those experiences shapes us to who we are today. And I always find it fascinating that when we begin to shape ourselves, because we have the destiny, and that's the key. You have the destiny to see your life forward. And hope and faith is what kept me alive. Hope and faith in those dark moments kept me alive. Because hope, you need hope. Everyone needs hope. We are at Oxford University, and students, as they go through exam time, they are hoping, I hope I get a good grade to get a great job. In business, we are hoping, I hope my business succeeds. As a speaker, we hope. So we need hope. Hope and faith go together. And this is so important. And number 3 is the will. How many of you have given up? You have goals and dreams. You have goals and dreams, and you are always seeking opportunities. But when when the going gets tough, you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, can I do that? How many of you actually do that and you don't go for your dreams? Right? You don't go for your dreams because this is what we all do. It's a human conditioning. When we see something that's really good, we don't believe it. But I want you to believe it, because that is a moment. This is what is going to define you. And reclaiming back your power is the testament to who you are. It's the testament that defines you to be that person that you always were meant to be. Because we were meant to be that woman that is resilient. We were meant to be that woman who is strong in mind, in body, in her business, in life. She is that woman who holds strength. And don't give up, because giving up, you quit on yourself. Giving up means you quit on life. And knowing the people around you, think what would have happened if you quit on life and you know, oh, it's so hard, and you know the challenging times, the trauma that you have gone through. If you quit today, what will happen to your family, to the people around you, your loved ones? They won't feel good, because you quit. You are the glue. You are the power that holds people together. So I want you to always remember that you are the power, you hold the strength. And I want to also share a story of my parents, how they showed resiliency, how they showed courage. My father left 3 different countries, from India to Africa to the UK, knew no one, in search of building his career as a family doctor. He knew no one, and he began to build himself and to reclaim back his power. And how he did that? Because he was adaptable. And you have to show adaptability in what you stand for, in what you believe in. And my father believed in himself, and he began to reclaim back and reshape his life and rebuild his life. My mother, she is an inspiration to me. She's the one, she is my glue. Because my mother, at the age of 26, she was bedridden with rheumatoid arthritis. And I have seen my mother, how she has gone through her difficult times, how she has gone through her challenging moments. And I've watched her, I witnessed my mother from bedridden. She would go to school. And even at school, she did not want a handout. She did not want special treatment. Even though the teachers told her, you can sit down. My mother, she chose not to, because she never wanted special treatment. My mother wanted to be like everyone else. So in spite of your disabilities, you have the ability to stand forth and believe in your life, in success, the opportunities that you are seeking forward. And so as I share stories of my parents, because they shown courage, and they have shown time and time again, if they can do it, I can do it too. And so this is very important to my heart, because this is how, I was shaped. And this is what I want you all to remember, that it doesn't matter, your setback is your comeback, to come back stronger each and every day. In spite of you might be bedridden, in spite of what may happen in your life, to know you have the courage, you are determined to see in your life the opportunities that you hold for yourself, the opportunities that you are seeking, you are building. It's a foundation. It's a foundation that will never crack, because you are the glue. You are the glue that is holding everyone together. And that is beautiful. So when I see that of my parents, when I see that of my children, when I see as to what is possible out there. You know, it's the inspiration that we all live towards. Laurie, your child, you know, everyone, we all have the inspiration that we learn from. And so my message today is about how to reclaim back your power, because your power is your power, not anyone's power, but it's your power, and how you begin to define yourself and your self-worth. Because when we go through those moments, those dark moments, we begin to lose ourselves. And I lost my identity. I didn't know who I was, and it took me a long time to find my identity because it was lost. And I was powerless until I began to find as to who I am. I began to research as to what it really takes when you go through divorce. What does that really mean? And what happens to people? For most people, they crumble and die. But that was not the option for me. I did not choose to crumble or die, because if I did, my story would not be heard, and I would not be here without, sharing my story to all of you. And so I am making my mission to helping other women and, really sharing my story that, adversities, we all face adversities. We all go through difficult moments and challenging moments in our lives. But the key is, how are we standing tall and conquering our life? Because it's our life. And our life is how we choose to live. Live those moments every single day that will never, ever come back. So if you quit on your life today, no, your children will not be any better without you. Your families will not be any better without you. So you got to be the one to be that glue. You got to be the one who is courageous. You got to be the one who is determined to take back her power, because she was once powerless. Because when you are powerless, you are lost. And I certainly was lost in my darkest moments of my life. And what kept me going was my beautiful kids. They kept me going. But I too had the aspirations, and I too had the inspiration to seek in my life going forward of success. And I began to slowly rebuild my life, because this is what, the foundation is built upon. The foundation of resiliency, of courage, of determination, and the will. The will to keep on going and to not back down, because you've gone through disabilities, because you've gone through challenging or trauma in your life. And for me, it was life after divorce. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope my talk inspired you to be courageous, to be determined, no matter how your life is, no matter how your day is. You might get pissed off, but keep on going. Be strong in yourself. Have that worth, because your self-worth is the foundation. It's the foundation that will keep you going in spite of those bad days, in those challenging moments. So be courageous, be determined, and have the will to fight for you. If no one else does, you deserve so much better. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor. Thank you, Blue Talks. It's a pleasure.